Why do gym fails happen? Simple. Gravity. Gym enthusiast. 1. It's always lurking, waiting for you to let your guard down. Gym enthusiast. 4. 1 minute you're feeling like The Rock, the next you're flat on your back, wondering what just happened. Gym enthusiast. Overconfidence is a big one. We've all been guilty of thinking we can handle more weight than we actually can. Gym enthusiast. 4. Newsflash. Sometimes our egos are bigger than our biceps. Gym enthusiast. 1. The guy grunting louder than a bear in labor. Gym enthusiast. 4. But hey, that's the beauty of it all. These fails remind us that we're human. Gym enthusiast. 1. So the next time you see someone struggling with a machine or tripping over their own feet, don't judge. Instead of letting a gym fail derail your workout, embrace the humor in it. Gym enthusiast. 2. Think about it. When you see someone faceplant on a treadmill, your first instinct isn't to judge, it's to laugh. Gym enthusiast. 5. And you know what? That's okay. Gym enthusiast. 2. When you learn to laugh at your own mistakes, you take away their power. Gym enthusiast. 5. You turn them into funny stories to tell your friends, or even better, internet gold to share with the world. All right, folks, let's talk about the treadmill. That moving walkway of doom disguised as a cardio machine. Gym enthusiasts. 1. It looks innocent enough, right? Just step on and walk or jog or sprint your way to fitness glory. But trust me, the treadmill can be a recipe for disaster, especially when you're first starting out. Gym enthusiast. 4. I've seen it all. People flying off the back, tripping over their own feet, even getting their clothes caught in the machine. Don't ask. And yeah. 1 minute, they're cruising along, feeling good. The next minute, they're horizontal, staring up at the ceiling, wondering what hit them. Gym enthusiast. 1. And the best part, the treadmill usually keeps going like nothing happened. Gym enthusiast. 4. But that's the thing about the treadmill. It teaches you a valuable lesson: humility. Section 2. When weights fight back. A cautionary tale. Now, let's move on to the weight room, where the iron is heavy and the egos are even heavier.
We've all seen that guy or gal loading up the barbell with way more weight than they can handle. They grunt, they strain, they turn redder than a tomato, and then, bam!
The weights come crashing down, usually with a satisfying clang that echoes through the entire gym.
And you know what? The weights are usually right, because lifting weights is all about knowing your limits and respecting the iron.
Those weightlifting fails, as embarrassing as they may be, they teach you a valuable lesson about humility and the importance of proper form.
Section 3, The Mirror Lies. Reflections on gym fail reality. Let's talk about mirrors, those deceptive surfaces that line the walls of every gym.
But on the other hand, mirrors can be our worst enemies, reflecting back an image that's often more aspirational than realistic. We see those fitness models with their perfect bodies and flawless technique, and we think, yeah, I can totally do that.
But then reality sets in. We attempt the move, and it looks nothing like it did in our heads.
The mirror doesn't lie, but it also doesn't always tell the whole truth. It shows us our flaws, our imperfections, and sometimes it magnifies them. And shame, and
The key is to not let the mirror discourage you. Remember, everyone starts somewhere.
Section 4. Embrace the bloopers. Your gym fail highlight reel. Here's the thing about gym fails. They make for great stories.
Or the time you tried to lift a weight that was clearly too heavy and ended up doing some weird, involuntary dance move.
These are the stories that bond us, that make us realize we're all in this together.
So the next time you have a gym fail, don't try to hide it. Embrace it, laugh it off, and then share it with the world. Chi and Tobichi and on.
Post it on social media, tell your friends, write a stand-up comedy routine about it.
Because by sharing our gym fails, we're not only making others laugh, we're also normalizing the fact that everyone makes mistakes, especially when it comes to fitness.
All right, folks, picture this. It's a Tuesday evening and the yoga studio is packed.
The instructor, a woman named Brenda with biceps bigger than my head, tells us to get into downward dog. Easy peasy, right?
Wrong. As I'm bending over, I hear a loud rip. My pants, they had split right down the middle. And to make matters worse, I was right in front of the mirror, giving everyone a full view of well, let's just say my assets were making an unscheduled appearance.
My face turned redder than a fire hydrant, but then something amazing happened. Instead of gasping in horror, the people around me started laughing, and not just polite chuckles, but full-on belly laughs. And you know what? I started laughing too. What else could I do? It was a gym fail for a far. Ages. A story I'll never live down.
But it taught me a valuable lesson. Always, and I mean always, do the squat test before wearing new workout pants to yoga.
Let me tell you about my buddy Tony. Now Tony's a good guy, but he's got this thing about wanting to impress everyone at the gym. One day we were in the weight room, and Tony decided to show off on the bench press. He loads up the bar with more weight than I've ever seen him lift.
He lies down on the bench, takes a deep breath, and starts lowering the bar. Now, this is where things get interesting. Instead of lowering it to his chest, Tony kinda missed. The bar came crashing down on his stomach, pinning him to the bench like a pancake.
Luckily, our other buddy, Big Mike, was there to rescue Tony from his bench press predicament. We managed to pry the bar off him, and after a few minutes of gasping for air, Tony was no worse for wear. Except for his pride, of course. That took a serious hit.
To this day, we still tease Tony about his bench press fail. But hey, it's all in good fun. Besides, it's a story we'll never let him forget. And now, I love a good Zumba class. It's a high energy workout that's basically a dance party disguised as exercise.
One time, I was in a Zumba class, feeling the music, shaking my groove thing, when all of a sudden I lost my balance. I tried to regain my footing, I really did, but it was too late. I went down like a sack of potatoes, taking out a couple of innocent bystanders in the process.
There I was, lying on the floor, surrounded by a pile of sweaty Zumba enthusiasts, wondering what had just happened.
And that's the beauty of Zumba, or any group fitness class for that matter. It's a judgment-free zone where everyone's there to have fun and get their sweat on. So even when you fall flat on your face, literally, you know you're surrounded by people who've been there, done that, and bought the t-shirt. Section 4. The protein powder facial, a cautionary tale. Let's talk about protein powder, that staple of every gym rat's diet. It's supposed to help you build muscle, recover faster, and achieve peak performance.
One fateful day, I was in a rush after my workout. I grabbed my shaker cup, filled it with protein powder, and added water. Instead of screwing the lid on tightly, I just kinda placed it on top. You can see where this is going, right? I gave the shaker cup a vigorous shake, and bam, the lid flew off, unleashing a geyser of chocolate-flavored protein powder all over my face, my clothes, and even the ceiling.
I looked like I'd just taken a bath in a chocolate fountain. It was a disaster, a sticky, powdery mess. But as I stood there covered in protein powder from head to toe, I couldn't help but laugh because, hey, life's too short to get worked up over a little spilled protein powder, right? Just make sure you screw the lid on tight next time.
Okay, so we've laughed about the treadmill tangos, the weightlifting wipeouts, and the protein powder facials. But here's the thing about gym fails, my friends. They're not just funny stories, they're actually opportunities for growth.
Those moments when you trip, stumble, or faceplant. They're like secret level-ups in the game of fitness. They teach you things you wouldn't learn from a textbook or a perfectly executed rep.
First off, gym fails are the ultimate reality check. They remind us that we're not invincible, that we're all human and prone to the occasional blunder.
When you're too busy trying to look cool or lift heavier than the person next to you, you're not focused on the important stuff. Proper form, listening to your body, and actually making progress.
Gym fails. They snap you right back to reality. They force you to acknowledge your limits, adjust your approach, and try again. And in that process, you learn, you grow, and you become a better, smarter, more resilient athlete.
Let's talk about resilience, that ability to bounce back from setbacks, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. It's a quality that's essential, not just in the gym, but in life. And guess what? Gym fails are like boot camp for building resilience.
Think about it. You're in the middle of a tough workout, feeling the burn, pushing yourself to the limit, and then, bam, you hit a wall. You can't do another rep, you miss that PR, you faceplant on the treadmill. We've all been there. It's frustrating, it's demoralizing, and it makes you want to throw in the towel and go home.
But that's the moment when resilience kicks in. It's that voice in your head that says, nope, not today. I'm not giving up that easily.
Resilience is built through those moments of struggle, through the sweat and the tears and the occasional gym fail. It's the process of picking yourself up, learning from your mistakes, and coming back stronger the next time. And the more you fail, the more resilient you become. It's like building muscle memory for your mind.
So embrace those gym wipeouts, my friends. They're not failures, they're opportunities to level up your resilience game.
Section 3, character building, lifting more than just weights.
The gym isn't just about physical strength, it's about building character.
Pushing your limits, facing fears, discovering your true capabilities.
Epic gym fails are part of the journey.
Stepping outside your comfort zone.
Challenging yourself physically and mentally.
Facing failure, looking silly, not being as strong as you want.
Facing fears makes you stronger.
Builds confidence, determination, grit.
Teaches you're capable of more.
Gym fails?
Bumps in the road to self-improvement.
Teach humility, perseverance, never giving up.
Remember, you're building a stronger character.
Qualities that serve you well in all areas of life.
Section 4, from fail to funny, finding humor in fitness fumbles.
Gym fails build resilience and character, but most importantly, they bring humor.
Let's face it, gym fails are funny.
They break up the monotony and remind us not to take ourselves too seriously.
Laughing at yourself shows true strength. It creates a positive environment where everyone feels comfortable.
So next time you see a gym fail, just laugh and offer encouragement.
United we squat, the power of shared gym fail stories.
Yo, let's be real.
There's something magical about swapping gym fail stories.
It's like a universal language, connecting strangers.
Think about it. You're at a party, and someone mentions the gym.
Suddenly everyone's got a story.
That time they almost took out a row of treadmills.
The protein bar that ended up stuck in their hair.
These stories flow freely, each one more outrageous.
And you realize you're not alone.
We've all been there, done that, and lived to tell the tale.
Sharing these stories breaks down barriers.
It's a reminder that we're all human.
In that shared laughter, we find a sense of community.
So tell your story, embrace the laughter.
Watch as it brings you closer to the people around you.
Now let's talk about gym buddies, those fearless souls who brave the iron jungle alongside us.
They're more than just workout partners. They're our cheerleaders, our confidants, and most importantly, our partners in crime and comedy.
A good gym buddy is there for you through thick and thin, through personal bests and epic fails.
They're the ones who offer a spot when your arms are about to give out, who encourage you to push past your comfort zone, and who laugh with you, never at you, when you faceplant on the treadmill.
Because, let's be real, working out is way more fun with a buddy. It's a chance to socialize, to motivate each other, and to create those shared gym fail stories that will have you laughing for years to come.
Plus, there's something inherently comforting about knowing that someone's got your back, literally, when you're attempting that new weightlifting move or trying to master the art of the burpee.
So if you're hitting the gym solo, consider finding yourself a gym buddy. Look for someone who shares your fitness goals, your sense of humor, and most importantly, your ability to laugh at yourself.
Because trust me, the journey to fitness is way more enjoyable and hilarious when you're not doing it alone.
Now let's take this gym fail love fest online, shall we?
The internet is a treasure trove of fitness fumbles and relatable moments.
From subreddits to Instagram, there's a world celebrating fitness mishaps.
These communities are like virtual support groups for gym fail stories.
They offer encouragement, advice, and a sense of belonging.
Embrace the raw, real, hilariously relatable moments that make us human.
Seek out those accounts that celebrate the lighter side of fitness.
Share your gym fail stories and connect with others who get it.
Embrace, celebrate, and share your gym fails with the world.
So we've laughed, we've cringed, we've shared our own epic tales from the gym trenches.
It's not about avoiding failure, it's about learning to fall up.
Those stumbles, those fumbles, they're not setbacks, they're setups.
Setups for growth, for resilience, for those laugh-out-loud stories.
Every time you trip on the treadmill, you learn about balance.
Every time you try to lift a weight too heavy, you gain respect for the iron.
And every time you laugh at yourself and get back to it, you build resilience.
Remember, you're not failing, you're learning.
You're part of a community of beautifully imperfect humans figuring it out.
As we wrap up this ode to gym fails, I want you to remember one thing. Fitness isn't about perfection, it's about progress.
It's not about looking like those airbrushed models in the magazines. It's about feeling good in your own skin, pushing your own limits, and having a damn good laugh along the way.
So keep laughing, my friends. Laugh at your own mishaps. Laugh at the absurdity of it all. Laugh at the fact that even on our best days, we're all just one misplaced step away from a gym fail highlight reel.
But most importantly, keep lifting, keep moving, keep challenging yourself, keep striving to be the best, most badass version of yourself.
And when you stumble, when you fall, when you find yourself covered in protein powder from head to toe, remember this: you're not alone.
We're all in this together, this beautiful, messy, hilarious journey we call fitness.
So let's embrace the fails, celebrate the wins, and never ever stop laughing along the way.
Now, go out there, crush your workouts, and remember to always look before you squat. You got this.